kale mbadde nkyalina benninze wano alo babe bajja ngenda kufunayo kyenfunayo naye sekondetera olina lwenzoogi esooka ogire nga oleeta lwenzoogi olina atanyoogi obadde oli offline bale natuuse dda wano washing basket otuuseewo obadde okyalina byomaliriza oba nokola ki anti yingira buyingizi ku washing bay tolaba ocean basket akapande alo akapande tokalaba ocean basket nga wakawetemu tundu waliwo eno ocean oba oleze emmotoka naye munda waliwo garden awo mpozi nga tonnaba kuweta olina okuwetera ddala n'otambulira ddala mpaka eno emutu nga wakaweta booti ojasa eyo oli mabega nnyo omanya okyali mabega weyongere mu maaso tambulira ddala tambula ojala on your left hand ojasanga ocean basket gwetambulira ddala wotuukira ekkuba oliwetera then ewadda Akatebe kali eno. Oli otya? Olabyewo? Otambudde okuva eri. Wadde omanyi wali ku chillax wali.
Maze nensikattirira awo ku chillax.
Ate wa internet yo yavuddeko.
Anti nebadde ku wifi yawe.
Nze mbadde naakatuuka mabega kaawo.
N'ogezaako
nga teriiko. So there's a third guy I want you to meet. He's a good one also. He's a YouTuber.
He's already a YouTuber.
Kati njala tu meeting. Ate ye already is in production. Ye angambye ekizibu kye tayagala kubeera mu maaso ga kamera. Oyiga naye but for his case ayagala nnyo okubeera mu production kubeera bye yasoma ebyamawulire ebyo biki alina ne kamera alina ne iPhone kumpi alina iPhone 17. He's a good friend of mine naye kale twali twaluzinga touch we lost contact. But he was a good friend back in the day kuba yatandika mulaba. He was so inspired kale nga yaganye ebintu ebyo bya journalism ebyo era bye yakola. But now era naye namuyitiddemu mu kino ekintu. Naye for him he had lost direction, like like losing direction of what you want to do. Kale nga olina bingi ebyokukola olina bingi ebikufuula busy kati nga ne passion yo tosobola girowoozaako. That is him. Naye nga ate ye alina ne gadgets ezeetaagisa zonna okukola. YouTube ebingi bye twayogeramu awo n'angamba YouTube ye nga bwe yagitunda yagiguza kyaliwe kale yatuuka n'abivaamu n'abeera ku ssomero naye yangambye asobola okuddamu n'agibayinga. Ate era nga naye kyaliwe so kati ebiseera ebisinga olumu kati olumu omuntu bw'obeera nga olina bingi ebikufuula busy toyinza kufokasinga ku kyoyagala oba passion. He's a good friend of mine. Kuba kati nze yansanga olwedde mu mirimu egyo ate yali akyali muto ebiseera ebyo ng'akyasoma naye kati kale yatandika YouTube kyenyinza okugamba like 10 years ago now. Of course actually yanyumiza n'okunyumiza nti YouTube eyo yamuyambako nnyo mu biseera bya COVID naye yastruggling okufuna ssente ezo wadde yamala n'azifuna. Yaziryako naye kati ebiseera ebyo ye yeekolera ku process yonna naye yali talina kyamanyi nti YouTube esasula n'osasula kubanga baatuuka n'ekisewa y'okumusasula nga talina nabyetaagisa nti oba kale wanaafunira mailo pini egira mu mailo
nga content esaana okusasulwa naye
nga tabimanyi era teyalina na ID, national ID kubanga verification bakwetaagisa national ID oba government document yonna. Kati process eyo mpanvu eya YouTube sebo teba nyangu nnyo so kati lwakuba ali late naye abadde yakakumayo waka. Actually for him he works even with he has connections akola n'aba TV ezenjawulo BBS NBS so he has been working in different as a good friend of mine. Omanyi bano abantu ba wano bwe balaba bazze balowooza bazze kulya byakulya byabwe. Are you hungry? Kati go, are you hungry? I don't know because for me I just bought water. Because for me I'm good day work.
I didn't even carry money.
You can't get water unless if you want to eat food. No.
When you see their cheapest food, cheapest eat something.
Ndabako. The baby going back bags. That's a best set. Just since I'm in a blow much, for some time.
Zewanga wagiyise ki basket ki
Ocean basket.
n'endowooza oba basket court n'endowooza tugenda nga bazanyira wisiiti
Weewalo. Naye nze all I can buy for now is just water because I'm not going to spend a lot of time here. It's just I can spend all the time I want, but I just need to talk out to this noli omulenzi ngazije
tunyumyemu
tunyumyemu
forward where to start.
naye kati nze nvudde waka ngambye nti era nze amazzi gange bagampadde dda kati mba sibeetaaga kuddamu kumbuuza nti oba onaalya. So for water we can get for me I bought water.
Because me I just carried the one I wanted to pass on ogayo na Wi-Fi
Ngisasule
ngisasule
tamwito
yatanza letere
okatuweyo amazzi awo. Bring us another water. First bring us one water there. First get us water. So kati bwe bityo naku zino YouTube yafuuse ekizibu nnyo
abantu batawuse
kubanga like recently nali nyina wentuusiza channel yange eyo
naye kyewanga kyanumye mwana mbu bagigayani mba
ozakinasirika
nga wewesunze
ozakinasirika era okwesunga ebintu si kirungi. Nasirika nze ne wali navaawo nawulira nga wantamyemu nawulira nga wantamye. Not even depressed, but I was shocked. I was surprised and shocked. Okay, because akakazanyo nkamanyi nti YouTube is tricky. So wadde nalina bye nali njagala ozikozesa ssente bwe zitajja I had to cool down because tewabaawo abamanyi kyoyitamu. And so I waited because I want to rebrand it. I want the comeback to be nga tebagenda kuntaataaganya. Bwe mba nga nkomyewo my comeback manya nti channel eri mu mateeka malungi ag'erina otambuliramu nga siri mbunkenke. Naye kati wano omanyi kati ne content gwe nasooka oteekayo saawa zino bwengezaako muzzaayo wadde mbadde namusiimuulayo balaga nti kati ali permanently blocked sikyasobola namutusaayo.
bo bamukwata
bannannyini baabo bamukozeeko bamufunyeeko olukusa nti tolina kuddayo muteekayo. Waliwo content gwe tuteekayo nga bannannyini baayo bali reluctant tebamufaawo naye bwe balaba nga babaweereza notification nga balaba atandise goinga viral then bo ne ba reaching out to YouTube nemuteekako etteeka nti tolina kuddamu muteekayo. So kati that's what happened. Naye
ebintu byatawuse tewalabye gundi ono nga aloopa ba KFC
aliwa
ono agana
bakoze eki
oluyimba lwe
balukozesa nnyo
balukolamu akalango k'emmere yaabwe era n'abasuuwinga 500 miliyoni 5.
People are so tight with copyright now.
Ate nti jjukira bagisayiniza kati tolina kyobagamba.
Copyright yafuuse copyright. So this guy who's coming, I think he's always late, but he's a good friend of mine, and he knows that I also have those skills. Amanyi nti nzina naye lwakuba nti kale nga bw'omanyi eby'emirimu yali agenda kukola gijje nange nembeera mu gyange mpola mpola. So that
me the truth is sina skill mugunde. I know I have the information how it does the effect
and what
I love the thing but
and
sigezezanga konti ngerene gunde no nainga for money over.
Okay, and two heads are better than one, whereby you have information. He's in production and I can do both, like Oshtege.
You were also in production.
Yes, so
Kati someone who produced movies.
So like I can do production and I can do the voicing, I can talk. Oshtege. Now my friend Yangambi,
The camera just over
Eh.
we get we start talking about football.
That's what we are doing. We are not teaching. We are just having a
but
buzz.
when we are here,
We are just having.
we get a topic.
That is how a podcast is.
Yes, we talk about
What we don't
football.
have now is the microphones. But this guy knows where the microphone. That's why I called him, because he knows every equipment.
Yes.
So that when you reach on the door buying, you know what to buy. That's why I called him. Actually, it was just a surprise call. I called you, then I was like, never sit down. But for me, I've called you on surprise, both of you, so that you could come. We have the and we can at least always try something. So that's why I called him, because we have plenty of time here, but we don't use it productively.
And people are using social media productively.
Hey, because like
China this time, but then I'm sleeping.
Now that is the same case, because he also told me he's tired of moving, like working from morning up to evening. Like every day you work from morning up to the evening.
Nothing you can
So how
push.
about omulimo gwe guyimirira? No nga tolinayo side hustle. So for him, he's getting out on side gigs, bumubeezaawo. Because kati wano e Uganda ffe nga ffe abavubuka tetulina byakukola, tetulina mirimu, oba kale that's how
we are unemployed.
That's how our system was. That's how the system was built on us. Until you bakuzaala n'osoma, you go to university, then you look for a job, which is hard. It's
You
also
either
another
get a
job.
or you become a failure. That's how the system
So
was
what
built.
you do, bidibwe wasoma n'obiwummuza n'otandika kweyiiya. Naye nga ffe we thought that when you studied, you are going to be living a happy life. That's what we thought. But it was just a mentality that was built in us. So that's why we have plenty of time.
This place is nice. Now, why were you asking for the place yet you knew here?
No, for me, I always know my places.
It's good.
Actually, I made my video somewhere there. All video jena soko kola na jiteka da ku YouTube. I was talking about I think I was talking about the strikes, the bali bakankuba. Actually, by then I was still
About YouTube.
No, but they don't have any problem as long as it is educating others, so that in the same shit. So for me, I was educating my followers on what happened. So I'm trying to rebuild my channel right now, but in a straightforward way, because even talking can pay you. Even just
Very
sharing
much.
thoughts.
Very much.
And they make sure like so what I'm trying to do is that I just want us to have a conversation. It is not about like
you use it to target much abazungu. Most of your things are in English. But why you enjoy these local people here?
That is the same idea this guy is having. And he told me.
There are some whites who are targeting us, local customers. In Uganda this one has happened.
Okay.
Uganda
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is that this friend of mine who's arriving anytime soon, yangamba nti mubaamu segments. Waliwo tusalawo ne tukola segment nga ya Luganda, waliwo tukola ebyoluzungu. When I'm educating these people, so kola ye yange nganze segment nga yange nzekka. When I'm educating, that is one person segment. Then while we're having a conversation just like we are having now.
There is teaching, or there is conversation just on something.
That's why I called
there
you.
is teaching of one person.
You don't have to get ready to sit on the podcast. You just have to have any information to talk about, as long as it is adding value to the people. So stay here.
So, why I said it's somehow good to target Ugandans. They don't focus much on something teaching. Even something happiness, something that happened, then you come and
talk about it. Yes.
But you can add any.
We are going to get into all those segments. Those are segments. And we have an opening act that we come and we open ourselves. Then in the middle of the conversation, someone brings up something that happened, and then we go on that.
Waliwo n'akantu fenana byakanyiziza omukazi ali mu kulya ssente ku mirimu gye gy'awaka.
He's cooking, showing you what to do at home, cleaning.
This lady is from Spain.
So many
Spanish.
So that is also.
So she lives a local life.
That is also podcast.
People follow her every day. She even said it that thank you, people have bought this and this from social media money.
Yes.
The things she does are the things my mom does in
at
the village.
Home, yes. But for her, she found something that she thought that abantu kibayinza okwetaaga. That is called picking a niche. A niche is something that you think that people might like, Then you give in all your time. Much
But
time.
what I've liked on her, she has that capacity of talking ability, like teaching.
Now this is my friend. I think let's give him the middle seat.
And teach.
Asobola okwogera buli kimu. So so like that's what I'm trying to say. It's an idea that I want us to build because otherwise ogenda sigala ng'okola omulimu gwo mpaka naye ng'era weetaagayo ekintu ky'osobola okuba nti oyiyizaamu.
Ekirala saagala ensendeke mu social media. Saagala this kale modernization ekoleke. Kuba bw'obeeramu bino.
You are informed.
Yes.
You are informed about
it. Wajja app ekola gundi editing, you get informed. Wajja buli kimu. Singako nti weekwatidde eri mu nnimiro wanti gwe wagenda kulima nnyaanya zokka.
Nga z'oli eyo yokka. Ate nga bw'osookera wano and you focus on this also, it can provide
can give you what even more than someone.
Because kati the mindset eyaffe eyawano nti people are still in the old formal mode that you have to struggle and hustle.
Me, I even thought of this content eyokulambula. But though it's somehow expensive, like you're from here, you've gone to Kasesa and you teach about Kasesa.
And it is good.
You 1 day or 2 days.
You know what? One thing at a time.
You get to do those videos.
One thing at a time. That is also a segment. Until this time around, tugenda kubeera mu kifo kimu kyokka. When money comes, we can always travel. So this one, the startup has to be like that. Mutandika n'entandikwa. But as time goes on, as you continue growing the channel, then ebisigadde biba bisoboka. Yes, because you have to first focus on starting up, then ebisigadde bisobola okujja. So kati ebiseera ebisinga nti you have to start like n'ekyo ekiriwo ekitonotono. So bwe bityo bibeera sometimes, but we have to focus. Just have to share ideas and
because YouTube Facebook
ya Google. Facebook ali walala nnyo. Yo, kale.
Onkubidde? And then power went off.
Yes.
Now I got it again.
Era wonna gavuddeko.
It's actually bad.
Right now.
Then I was coming back now I got it. So I charged up something.
Even when I had bought this car thing, it is also, this one is also powerful.
So look like it's full of what you can record.
I wanted you to meet this other guy that has the same idea. Just
They're
like
creative.
He's not a creative, but he is a person who likes those stuff so much. I think we're just going to get water because we're just here for some minutes. So
This is actually a good place to shoot it, man.
this is the place
Kali isolated.
Yes.
But
Even
whatever.
last time when you met me on the way, when you were going to the gym, I was from here. I was from recording. But Wakuba, this camera wasn't so good. That's why I want us to talk about how to build this. This guy has information that is going around about everything. So are there any topics that we can share about? Either we do segments as you said in Uganda, one in English, something like that. So
You don't even have to separate ones. Like, if I play this Uganda, collaborate because also, you see, it's our way, it's like a huge, almost everyone in Uganda now consumes the media. Which man, like literates and illiterates. And now again up TikTok, you will find people like in the village. But they have like 1 million followers.
They have million followers.
Hey, I think they do Luganda content. The Shagazanti, informal sector, one nene, informal sector nene. So sometimes when you're tapping into audiences, you never know. All of us in YouTube were in 2019. Initially, after I had just done the lyrics videos, this kind of videos, it's all from like never called it all Uganda. But to know the difference. Nenga not every day of Uganda stumbling. So what I did is I did look Uganda content. People who engage. A lot of you commenting. They love Uganda videos. Can start to get about TikTok. When people speak Luganda, people engage. Okay, I'm coming to Gamba. And people type very random comments, by the way, but they help with traction. Simanyidwa chobani namtima binaye mpulira nyize oli comment.
Someone just comments anything.
Even those Nigerian videos that go viral, you will find Uganda in the comment section because they're like Nchimanyi we mliwa. Imagine like a Nigerian video but someone comes and types in Uganda. So the creator of that video does not know who is commenting, where they are from, which language they are commenting in, but people are actually there. So we can Chobani Narine Gamba defining a target audience here, but our stories that and I think what we want to create, and also church single letter audience, but also church again the letter sustain, because you see when you're making videos, let's say if you're doing YouTube, Bogama ngenda kola katigambe podcasts, I'm going to do life stories. Oyinza okusanga nga videos over there girls kola Nenga, there's a lot of people that want to give you content. There's someone out there who's like me, I can come on camera and tell you my story. Of this. Nenga, they know Luganda like Asimanyi Rizom. And then you end up realizing that a huge market of the people that want to tell that are going to be your source of content. Because remember, you're creating original content. It's not singing to Uganda. Over a platform, you have take out, and not for you have like multiple channels. You can even be able to engage. Even this side, you can still push what you want. Together because good content is good content. It eventually finds its people. Yes. This is the advantage of Uganda is everyone is using the internet right now, but 95% of the people are viewers. They are creating.
They don't create.
But we love tools. Even TikTok. TikTok, people get millions of views. Exactly, there's millions of Ugandans on TikTok. But then the creators, which means that you have a huge audience to appeal to. Others
after targeting what they want.
For them, if they find you, all in Aganti have subscribed. Like I know guy, you are posting maybe a story. Some chicken man narrated this and this story. Now you see Kasuku. Kasuku I collab video, but okay. Lately I think he has over boomed up. So now he brings a lot of important figures. Now previously, because me I used to watch, even when I used to like do YouTube, I used to watch those people often have views now. Most of the times he would do what? He would do like he would call random people. There's a time he brought some chick. Over she was narrating a story. Over she was like bewitched, so she started smelling in the house. Gaunya. And then the man got tired of like, oh, can I gaunya? The man to one maunya. They even had like a young daughter, which was smelling. Nagama Katineka maunya, Katuna. But like the woman was 30, so she's crying, and Kasku started laughing out of her because the story was funny. But story again viral. Nagendo Zulanga, Funaya Bantu, over Java. And they come and tell stories. Even right now, a lot of the YouTubers I've seen. You see these people who go to Che, people have stories to tell. And then there's
they are attracting viewers. And
they also have an audience of those people.
Hello. Give us one water. Small one. Yeah.
Because you also have to think about what the content I'm creating, which people are interested in it. So with things like life stories, we're sort of in a country where even right now we're in a crisis. There's political crisis, there's poverty, there's war, together. Stories that touch people's hearts always get a lot. Never genda call and podcast the biggest topics you can actually get around are telling people like either Kali on how to get successful, on how to deal with poverty, depression.
Counseling.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't even have to like directly counsel them. Sometimes people love to feel heard, to feel understood. You can talk to someone as if you hear them, but they're not there. You can do a video and talk about like, okay, let's say maybe episode 1 we talk about maybe unemployment in Uganda, and then you're going to talk about like there's unemployment. You also talk about things like gig economy. Do you know a lot of people are actually caught up in that trap? A lot of people you ask them, do you have a job? Like, not even to be but they don't have a clear answer because they do not have a job that is well paying for them to say do this. Most people be like, Mfunayo kanokagundi, weekend to now like people at campus, they go on usher. Or those events, and they be ushers, never serving people at events, weddings. That is how they survive. People who have graduated, most of them. Not like for me, like in the journalism field, people we've started with. Some people are volunteering in places. Some people like have people they know, you know, guy in a cameras, we share like, hey man, I just told you if you have like a gig, you can call me. You give me what you give me. It's a gig economy. Okay. A lot of people can be touched with that. A lot of people can be touched with unemployment. You get those types of stories. Never dumb a relationship. If you've noticed, like a lot in Uganda, a lot of people are frustrated with their exes. Very frustrated. If you go on social media,
but in relationship,
those videos of relationships, and people go in comment section, they're like, "Bana, the X1, get them you can do this." So there are those topics you can identify. Me, I'm a huge fan of pop culture. I could have gone to YouTube and talked about like Chris Brown, this and that and all, but I primarily knew that YouTube knows which country you're in because of the IP address. Now, based on the country you're in, that is where they majorly distribute your content. People in other countries who get your content will be people interested in the similar content. You see, Ugandans in the diaspora, but Jakula content. Even the ones in Kenya watch your content or whatever, but will be basing off they are main people, they know where they are from. You get. So I knew that the best thing I could do was talk about me. I was not interested in Ugandan entertainment. I did not have interest in it like that. But I started doing those videos. Even I would be on blogs and like read what's happening, do videos on this, do like you watch like interviews and create like a mini biography on like someone. People used to watch that. But right now, the problem has been people are now doing that on TikTok. No one is going to come to YouTube to watch like a 3-minute video on something when you can just go to TikTok and someone is ranting about it, about Sengasi, about who those people you get. So now the YouTubers that actually make money are the ones that host people and they talk. That is the podcast machine.
I can't.
Or just people who are like naturally sharing. But now in Uganda now like talking about celebrities or what. Even when you look at traditional media like NBS, as shows a gossip because of TikTok, we can get a target audience and then we're like, we're perfect, we're gonna call our podcast. How are we going to do it? We can either say let's try out both English and Uganda and see what takes off. But we can just, you cannot receive traction because if you created 2 videos, local video uploading, and then you make a video in Uganda, you can either give it a Luganda title, English title, or you can give it both to ease the search optics says. When video if 100 views and if 8, that tells you something.
Take the other direction most.
But you don't usually quit right away still because both things can grow. Now sometimes one thing can grow the other. You get things take time. But of course, if you realize that maybe Luganda is working more, you invest more energy there. You still push this one. You don't give up on it. Then no manya katwa no what strength. Now if people, because you can get somewhere. Me, I even noticed it like I think at campus. But we did the producer of the Uncut show NBS. She came and told us she has never watched an episode of Uncut. She does not like the show. It's just drama and gossip and chaos. But they told her to pitch a show for the network that was about Uganda entertainment that could bring in adverts, investors, because that's what we want to see. Now, based on what other TVs had, they're doing scoop on scoop, which hit, there's Wildlife and what, she pitched that show. She didn't say she doesn't watch it. Emunyiza, because even the way they talk. But like Olugamba, like on Mizigo, you get. Nayenga, that's where the numbers are. Me, I used to struggle when I make those videos. Oluganda. Because you see sometimes, but you're used to English. No, you get Uganda, we can have some more Zoom. Like
you are mixing, we're always mixing up.
And then you cancel the audio or you pause, then you know you have to cut from here and continue. But man,
it is always
Uganda videos. I remember by the time I had stopped, I think, creating content, I had like 9 million impressions and I think like 6 million views. Until they show you total views, right? Total impressions, total views, total subscribers, total watch time in the past 30 days. But like the Luganda videos were very good. And even people would engage, people would comment. Some people
they start their own chat there. In the comment section.
Some people fight from inside there, but everything they are doing is helping you gain traffic.
Yeah.
You get it? Everything you're doing helps you gain traffic. That's why whenever you see very viral videos, and you can see a very viral video on TikTok, look at the comment section. When the video has thousands of views, it is because
they are giving
that
them
is engagement,
traffic.
That is engagement, that is traffic. Even if you are doing YouTube and you share a link with me to watch your video, you have to tell me to actually comment. Because I could watch your video just to make you. But if I do not comment, they're like, okay, viewers watched, let's say 100% viewers watched, how many engaged? 2%. You get? If like 50% people engage on a video, it gets pushed more. It's also another thing I think I noticed with YouTube. When I would create like a 5-minute video and people watch 2 minutes of it, it would get pushed more. Or like a 10-minute video and people watch 5 minutes of it, it would get pushed more. But if you make like a 3-minute video and someone watches 30 seconds, they still don't push it. Because they know that people watched and they did not have interest.
But I've just seen another update from YouTube starting September.
The 8,000 hour.
No, that is coming in February next year.
Oh, the views thing.
They are going to start. They are going to start to count from when the person opens the
as
video.
Soon as someone opens the video,
they are going to start
counting.
Yes.
But they say they are also going to keep us a section of these normal views, but engaged views.
But at least
no, it can help.
It can help.
It can help because also another thing I noticed is sometimes people want numbers. A video with numbers easily gets more numbers. Like me, whenever I would get a video like with 10k views, it would easily push to like 50k views in days and like 100, and then a video which is like at 1k views moves very slow because people trust also numbers.
When someone sees a number, he's convinced that maybe
this is the right
Twitter.
thing.
What about Twitter? Twitter used to have, back then, they used to have like history. Like everyone can come and see what you like.
What you like.
If you like, they're like, hey, DJ Promix liked. So people were always scared to like controversial things, political opinions, and celebrities even used to get cancelled for those things. Gamba, hey, they like a MAGA post or a Republican post.
So what did they do to that?
So
they
Elon Musk bought Twitter, and then he knew he had to actually boost engagement because back then if you get a lot of likes, they'll be like, 10K. So what Elon Musk did, like, likes have been made private. Even adult content now gets as high as 90K likes. Back then, people used to talk about how like adult content on X gets 1 million views, and then there's like 200 people liking. Right now they get 90K views because everybody knows no one is seeing what I'm liking. The second thing he did was make views of a tweet. He knew that some people will see a tweet and not like it. They've seen it. That should count for someone's engagement. So he made views public. So now a post can have 3 million views.
They show
Whether
you
it has
even here.
they'll show you like even up to now. Let me
They
see.
still show you that these are 3 million views.
They'll
on-
show you
on the
that
post.
let's say this is a tweet. This is what Davido, and then there's like 382K views.
Okay.
But there's 4.5K views. Natch take out.
Mm.
And then he also wanted to boost, I think, the platform for people to be more active, more creative, more engagement, and what now later Twitter pay, where they brought the Twitter blue check. So if you get the blue check mark, you can get paid.
Okay.
So now people would go online, tweet, over you quote them, over you troll them, all that traffic, they get paid.
Okay.
Me, I even used to see like those hate pages, you know, celebrities hate pages, like Chris Brown hate pages. At the end of the month, they're like, thank you so much, haters, for making, because they will now make money. I think the only disadvantage that came from that now, because they're also going to change, people, it increased a lot of clickbait and rage bait, because now people know if you quote me, if you do what, so people will go and type something randomly stupid. Someone will go and be like, let's say Ronaldo is more famous than Jesus. Nachitaka kwa Twitter.
Just to
And
attract.
then people go off, and now there was rage bait content. But the second thing was also there's a lot of now fake news content where people would, everyone would post something fake because now that is engagement.
But it's still there. Continue
But
on
now
X.
he realized, and I think he said it was starting in September,
Yeah.
only original creators on Twitter are going to get paid. So if you're reposting clips
that
of
are
like
not
streamers,
yours.
like you repost Twitch videos,
Yeah.
you post AI content, whatever, you're not getting paid.
That one you told me about it on TikTok, on YouTube.
I think it's
Bring someone's content.
that is YouTube, I think. Reused
Yeah.
content.
Reuse content.
And for the YouTube have been like
it's
that
in
for so
copyright
long.
our guidelines.
Aba YouTube bo bakitandika dde ekyo reused, putting somebody's content on your channel.
So, Kati, but what you should know is, at the end of the day, people who love entertainment. You get it? If you're creating original content, most things don't have to scare you. If you create quality content, your next thought, I guess, should be how to reach audience, how to boost your content.
How to target.
Boosting it.
Because you see, when you're reusing content, you're kind of at a disadvantage. Because you're like, I may get striked, I may get... So you're always like
Mubeera mukwelaliikirira.
on a thin line, yes. But if you're creating original content, now that is what happened with me when I was doing those YouTube videos. I now knew I had original content. There was no copyright problem, but now I had to boost. So what I did back then, I would like, I'm going to create a video every day, because it's news, and news expires quick.
Okay.
So I'd create a video every day. Someone gets 100, someone gets 200, the other one gets 500, then some have 1K, then some blow up after like a week. You don't even look back, and then you go back, you're like, oh, people are watching this, you get. But now for work like podcasts, because it's a full video, you can just schedule and be like, I'm going to do one video a month. How long is the video going to be? Maybe like 1 hour. You do a video, you can boost it, you can do as much as you can do. People can help you watch it, friends and whatever. They help you also get watch time.
Okay.
Because I mean, it helps. Because in your mind, if you're like, if I make a 1 hour video, and let's say, I mean, how much do I need to have like 4,000 hours watch time? Like if 4,000 people watched it for like 1 full hour, that would bring me that. But also not everyone is going to watch it for 1 hour. But you just estimate it.
No.
So you create one solid video.
Now since this rule is coming in September, you never know. Those public counts might help.
No, the public counts are definitely going to help.
Because now they had brought that 8,000
even with
hour
Twitter,
rule.
even with Twitter, it boosted. You see when they brought views, Twitter views. Now a post would have, even if it has 4.5k, it would have like 1 million views. It would be boosted because now views counted. So I'm sure they're also doing that. Partially, it's because YouTube has fallen off. I don't know if you've realized.
Yeah.
Like nowadays,
Because
even
of
music
TikTok.
videos, they don't even get 1 billion.
Because
Because people who want music now just go to YouTube, to Spotify to stream.
Okay.
You get? So now people don't really watch music videos like that. So those ones are falling. Now the people making videos, money on like thingy are content creators. But even then, sometimes they have clippers. So people still go to TikTok to watch videos. Because now TikTok you can upload a 10-minute video, 15. So at the end of the day, that means they also have to look for a way to make the platform still work. If the views are high, people are still going to be able to push. Because remember, algorithm also works according to numbers.
Okay.
So that will also help.
Yeah, so this one's, the name is Elliot. Is it Elliot?
Yes,
And this one is
Brighton.
So meet Brighton. Share your ideas about this big picture that you thought about, and you told me that you were so interested in it. So just share, be free and share what you think about it, because he has information about this thing. Even though he for you want to be in production muchly, he doesn't want to be in the camera. But as I've told him that we can just talk as we are talking, and it's enough.
Yeah.
So you can share your ideas about.
Yes, for me, the camera of talking about something, that I can. But this camera of teaching, like this content of teaching, like I've got something, I alone am in camera and I'm like, hey, you see, do this.
So that's a
Okay,
segment.
the content I have is this one of
Discussion,
like football. I'm like, Jokeris should go.
But
Jokeris.
now you see, that's also the other good thing.
I
I
do
think
my research. I come when I'm like, I'm well.
yes.
Contented
But it's also
with what
because
I'm
you see,
talking about.
content that has more than 2 people is good, because you see personalities complement each other. You can have a very quiet friend, a very talkative friend. When they sit in the same situation or they sit on the same table, they can make you laugh. Like just sometimes the reaction of the quiet person based on the one that talks a lot, or the reaction, you get what I mean? People complement each other. So if we make a video, you can work with him, right?
I can even target because of these things you are talking about, the Kasuku, these guys, the quiz.
Yes.
I have much of information about how they do their things, how they target. To the extent we can be talking about something, then we add a small thing that we target
It can even
someone
be
in the village.
Yeah, it can even be in this way of he is, let's say, the host, right? Because there's always a host, and then there's like a co-host. So you work together. You could have both your own segments, and if you're going to present your segment, he talks to you like, I do not know what you're going to talk about, but I heard about this and this. Do you know it? But like you already, and then you can keep sharing like that. You can be able to actually engage, but I think also sometimes you can be comfortable enough on a pod, like if you're going to do it, do not make it frustrated. You have to do it in a way that feels very natural. People love very natural settings. You see a very natural discussion where people can laugh. People, like you see it.
Leave some space for people to understand.
Yeah,
the
me I've
conversation.
noticed a lot of times people fall in love with personality. Even the people I've noticed over the years that have like been blowing up in conversations, they have personality. For you, the things you find cringe, you're like, oh, edit that out. It could be something that kills. I'm like, hey man, these guys' videos are good, but let me just watch. You get what I mean?
Then what I realized then, Uganda is a good target nowadays. Like you said, even whites, even whites nowadays, they get something that has happened here in Uganda. You find
And they
someone
discuss
in
it,
London.
yes.
London wants to discuss something here, targeting us. those numbers.
Recently, I saw a guy on Instagram. I think he's a Ugandan. I don't know if you know this guy called Kakembo. He's a guy from UK.
Oh,
He has
the one that
started
speaks
the
like
pod-
this. My Uganda is
Yes,
not
that
Uganda,
guy.
right?
I just followed him. I actually DM'd him. I DM'd
I see him
him,
for
and he
yeah.
replied.
Yeah.
Now he's hosting those Ugandans in UK. Okay, their Uganda is not so.
like
Their Uganda.
Simanyi Uganda bulungi.
Yeah.
So you
But the
ask
guy,
yourself
I'm wondering why did the guy start that thing?
if he has a good English,
Yes.
he's good at speaking English.
Like he
why
started
could
a
he
Uganda
think
podcast
that
and he
really-
thought that people might not like it. Yes, but
And
all
it's
the people is like hosting. They are not good at Uganda. They are Ugandans based there. Yeah, even he hosted this Afande Kirike. I just watched this episode. Okay, it's about speaking the truth, like real truth that you have in your heart. Yes, so it's booming. I followed him.
Yes, there is
like
that
that.
one talking truth. Then there is that one of like on football. You say football.
You can
Then
yeah.
relationship. Like
That's
this
what I
one.
was even telling him. We can have multiple segments. It could be
you
we can get a name for a podcast. Let's say, if I give an example, let's say like Let's Talk Yugi, right?
Yes.
So our name is diverse. We're Ugandans, and our thing is Let's Talk. That means we can talk about
Yeah,
anything. We
yes,
can have a place
okay.
like we're going to upload
Check,
a podcast on
check.
this every day.
Tugende
We should have a
kuwarodista,
relationship
tugende kuwarodista tunywebo.
where you can bring up things like
Biyatano mitwale ebiri.
is it okay maybe for people in the same friend groups to date? And that's a discussion. And you can even be like, we are always going to be on opposing sides to complement each other's personalities. Because like I told you earlier, two opposing forces always complement each other more than two things that get along.
Okay.
Even if you both agree, in the eyes of the camera, two opposing forces. If you bring a negative force and you bring a positive force, that's why even with wires, the only way you can create a spark with electricity is if you bring negative and positive, right? Like, it just blows
When
up.
you bring a negative and a negative.
It just flows. It's bland. It's quiet. It's nothing. But if you bring just spark, so you can have because also that is part of script. Scripting is also characterization. Like if you're going to create, we can be like, you're going to be the stubborn guy, he's the humble guy. Let's say he's the very reserved one, he always comes from a good place, you come from the opposing place. Let's say if you're like, me, I cannot date. Let's say, like, can you date your, like, let's say, your best friend's ex? Now in this Uganda we are in, you think you're like, he's like, but do you think that is okay? You can just,
So
just clash.
that's why this man is here. Because he has a lot of information, is informed about all everyone
like how Kasop started with Beda.
Yes. People have sometimes you even diss each other, like on camera, you troll each other. Of course, you don't take it so far, but it just has to feel like you see how friends talk. You've seen how friends have normal conversations. I've not these people who have podcasts. That's how they are. Sometimes the podcasts start before the podcast starts. They don't do nowadays. People don't even do this thing of like
scripting and
of like start. Even when they put start, they still put that part. They'll say they're like, njale numa msoke mungulide kasoda sigena kogera siasa, and they put that part, and then someone will just start a podcast and just sit evanego batika mu camera agambe yagala soda tagenda, and people just laugh.
Imagine the podcast yatu nana kutandika nayenga
and someone could go in the comments like banange guest guy no mululu, like everything that drives engagement. Because when you're creating content, you look at two things. Number one, you want the message you're putting out to go out there. But number two, you also want engagement. But you're Ugandan, I'm a Ugandan, you have to look at our country, and you look at even if you look at the topics that always trend in this country that bring the biggest discussion, they're the most sarcastic stories, the funniest stories.
gospel mostly.
It's something very funny happens, something like this and this happened. Even with politics.
That's what people
The
want.
funniest things happening in politics will always make the biggest.
Funny
Exactly.
stuff.
So when you're building a podcast or like a show or anything you're doing, it has to have personality. Because even for you, when you watch anyone you've watched out there, you don't realize it, but there's something about them that takes you back. You can watch a video of someone and then you laugh, then you go to their page, you're like, let me see if I have another video like this. That is because their personality has
after
told you.
getting attracted.
Me, I have seen there's some guy called Over. What I know, he has a song called International Body. He's very bad at English. He says he's a musician. He has very bad singing. Everything is very bad.
But
But they posted him. He's like, now you are there, you're asking me why I didn't go to school, I speak in, and then Nakubembo go, like the English is bad. He's like, now you see that chick, that is international, but you girl, you come here, and he's being random on camera. I watched that video and then I looked for more videos of
Then
him.
there is this
And I was
issue-
very angry watching the video.
This issue of TikTok, targeting videos, like we target much TikTok.
Auntie, that is what I talked about, like engagement. We have to
And,
get sometimes content that is clippable.
Yes, for you know, from here to here, you can clip it and put it. on
I think now that is behind production, because when you are behind production, you can take those
Yes,
shots
yes,
that
yes.
can
You
be
clip.
clipped.
You can
That
clip.
is behind production.
You can do production and management.
And
You
this
say,
is- that
this
is-
time
that
around,
is your
we
part.
are going to do this,
But you see-
this part of waliwo ekyabasitinze nti omanyi
But
balamu yagenze
You
wa
see, sometimes even
balamu yagenze
the
Bukoto.
clippable things. Okay, for me as someone who has done content, the clippable things you don't even see them coming. That is why I told you in that situation. You see, I did a podcast there in what? The one I told you we shot in Ginger with a women-based organization. There's a chick I was working with. She's called Samantha. She was like very, very plus size. So she was talking, and I told them we were doing improv. No scripting. We didn't even have a script. I just gave them the topic. I was like, start talking. They said talking. They're very random. But then she's like, "Enayego, nze bavumanga. Kuticha. They were going to lava namunji womuntu. And then they laughed even. And then they were like, jab. Then we just kept talking. Because me, I told them I needed a 30-minute podcast. We were going to talk for like an hour. Jakujambi and Jagala. I ended up leaving almost everything. The clip we posted on Instagram was that one of the never gamba banange.
It got engagement.
And then people were now just sometimes in those conversations, just like how you can be with someone here and you abruptly laugh. You don't plan that you're going to tell someone something. Even in conversation as I'm recording, I could find something I'm like, from Jakasa.
Of course,
nga bwe wandisaze kano akatalina bubeeramu osanga nti kano kakusana naye
that is
So
the same
of
thing
course
with
that,
clipping.
that is your speciality, behind the production.
As long as for me, I've
You
given
can
guys
always pick
personalities.
whatever that works for the clippable items, because gwe abakwata gwe alaba
And also,
akajokes ka engagement.
The other advantage I think we can also use is you can use you see when you create content or podcasts or things like those is that you can profit from other people's stories.
yes
Nti-
I thought of it
nsobola tusobola ogamba nti topic ya leero maybe it's going to be about relationships but instead of the video we could bring a very random video that's been trending on TikTok nenjibazanyirawo, you watch it, you react to it like it's okay, then you laugh, you're like but you can then you talk about nenga nga topic ya mwengena na bereri that is also buying watch time.
Okay.
That is buying watch time because me I've noticed every time I watch these videos I say ndaba nnyo ebintu, how do these people create their content? Most of those podcasters they come on a podcast nga the title is probably the last thing they're going to talk about. Ne basooka ne bajja ne banyulega and then they talk to the producer behind the camera, they do what, and then they're like, have you seen this video? They talk about it.
yakoze omwenge nno
Bill in the down of 60 million. You bring that up, then you first discuss that. You look near Banagana. Netu clipping ako. Oli najja maybe olaba clip YouTube video nga etandikirawo na engaging because also you have to remember people have to be able to pick different, because also sometimes you can't talk about no boy you get a relationship nga video 1 hour so azogera ko 1 hour. Sometimes you know kufuna jova, you can first react to videos, you laugh, maybe funny things you've seen on social media, nemuseka bichi, then after a while you laugh, you greet each other, you're like hey kakati. Even the relationship thing Taina kuja as if you're presenting. Are you going to
You don't talk about the heading or the title.
you can just be there and say similar videos. No gamba naturally wangen.
It just comes up.
You can bring up the funniest story. Kati nemuseka nemumala n'okuseka. No gamba naye kati golooza, do you think this and then you start a discussion like in a very, because that is not what people are doing. That whole I think traditional media kale yali yatuwonoona nnyo as Ugandans because you're expected that on TV they say welcome back this is your daily show you get what I mean and yet that's not what actually like people enjoy people want reward that is the easiest way I have to explain it. A podcast
Yeah.
I've even seen the white people, their podcast that they're doing now very unscripted shit. Yet it's scripted,
Yes.
but they're not following the traditional thing. You've got some like about what we've seen on TV. No, you have a script, but in your mind.
You know why? People no longer have.
But also people feel bored.
Yeah, they get bored
Because once the video title is why relationships today are failing, and then someone opens the video and then they're like, hello, my name is Kim, today we're going to talk about why relationships are failing. So let's start. What would them be in the first 5 minutes? I feel like that's enough. They walk away. But you could put that as the title, and you first start
with something different.
Sometimes they want fast forward, but then they end up laughing. Then they're like, you can even think they're going to fight. No, you get what I mean. Those things. So we can even look for a topic. Maximum and to not go our people. It's going to be a 40-minute podcast. First 20 minutes we're going to waste time. Let's watch funny videos. Let's talk about what has been on TikTok. Let's maybe do this and this and this. When you miss a story.
For example, why you got a babu kide gasumba recent Nobundu Yafa Mukura. So Gasumba said something that the Mukura died, but Gasumba would have helped him.
Even start like, yeah, I know Muyamba. And also, that is another thing I think we're going to, of course, have a script for every show.
Yes.
But I think in terms of characterization,
we add in something.
Regardless of what,
even though there's a script,
because we not representing a views there has to be someone who has to be like you know more because even out there na video
yeah,
engagement you get what I mean? If you put that video on TikTok, there will be people who will engage.
So of course, so my idea for today was setting a foundation about a name for the podcast and about the roles. Minimum, this one is in production. I host and sub-host, so that we know the way forward, because we have the same thoughts about this idea. That's what I want. That's why I called you here today, so that I meet this guy, so that we can share the ideas, because we were planning to go and buy the microphones. This guy, but we need to know
I have a guy can go on the site. He needs 100, 150 based on the pieces. Can get 3 pieces or 2, but they're very good because
so
I've already used.
We wanted.
This one.
We were clipping like I just put this in my phone. I think what we shall have to get maybe is a tripod. Because with a tripod I have for my camera, and we need one where it's similar to lamp. So we can just get a tripod and maybe a mic. For the light, I'm not yet sure, because me what I told him is let us first try outdoors.
Like here, outside.
For starters, they are kind of like cheaper, even production wise. You see, if you do an indoor video, even if you use a flashlight, you have to do color grading, you have to always make sure
editing.
But an outdoor video can easily be able to work. You can be able to work with that. But also it's because natural settings feel very comfortable for people. Indoors good echo effect, what you get. We can first start with that. I mean, we can get a light still regardless, because let's say if we've been doing something indoors, we need to have something. But a mic, because this video can do up, this phone can do up to 4K recording. So video quality too. So we need sound. Because you can a tripod, because we need a stable video, right?
That doesn't shake.
over time wetuna both nye nawe simu enungi nga kati tugamba nti no we use like tukola emu ejja kukola nga
On
close-ups,
sites, like
close-ups.
defined position, directions and positions.
Because when we used to work on BBS and TV, twalinga tulina cameras bidi, there's a general one that has to be stable and get the whole thing, then chuka. So every time you're changing this one, you tap back to the first one. Kati wano nolaga.
There is this, you see how we are seated three? They are bringing you up. Then even now they bring me.
Anti-close up.
And you.
The close-up.
Yes, me and you, one camera. Then this one and this one, one camera.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But also now because we have only one camera here, this is what we have to work with. I'll bring the other Canon. We see if it can do good video. Okay, it can do 4K, but the lens I have is like a photo lens. But we can still try it because I've never actually tried it for like video record. I tried one time at the beach and I turned up when the phone is getting. But I can still bring that camera and stand here. Tujikozesa, tukozesa neno, kitegeera.
And also I wanted to welcome you to this place because I normally come here.
Hello.
And we can always find time in case you are free.
Not here, Jim.
So where's you?
He has been avoiding me. I have not seen that guy ever since when. God, thank you.
So Checho, I just wonder if you also know other places, maybe with your minds of Banga in a jam.
No, me I also told him if you find people who are passionate about doing something, you have the love for it. It can never fail. Because yes, we want monetization, we have money or whatever, but the truth is, your first step to creating something good is by passion for it. Because of very agala videos. Okola video no gamba, hey man, this was a good video. The first time when you're mixing up, you've not yet gained from it, but you're now showing up to yield something. We can do that.
Like I told him, me, I have a target of building a platform whereby in the future traveling. Yes, I have a target of traveling. Then now it's not the beginning that those videos I'm bringing now, they are the ones starting something. Yes,
a lot of people actually do that.
Traveling, but when the platform was built a long time ago,
so that's what
my target.
We can still use this time for like the longest time. You don't always have to like change places. We can first find like because also, you know, there's things like branding.
Okay.
Like what makes you comfortable. Era we're going
to office
never can't be if you like so could jam later and audience na bear random. We can just come here and let's say to Gamma that orange chair. It's a unique look.
There are two things we haven't talked about. There is this content in the Kim. Omaiwe twavano rokutano. Ate sagenda mu kibala kyeri. Abasajja ne beekuba. That one. Story created as a chenala byeri. Chenala byeri.
Of course.
Tewale yakyogedde, but and tetwat planning. Yes, tetwat planning.
People like that.
People always have that thing of like, sometimes even when you tell people, I want to cutting about that content creation. Someone saying I keep it for the cameras. But it's also because they don't want it rewatched. They want also have a unique reaction. You know, it's just someone like, hey.
So imagine how people are going to Mzee Magara. The guy is talking about himself, his lifestyle. But
people watch.
And I think it's not. I think he doesn't have even a channel. That guy. Does he have even social media?
People learn now.
People learn. Balinga about profiting up.
And they ask you, why do you want to interview me every time? Then there is another thing. We are coming to season, football season, and I'm good. I'm a support of Arsenal. I know every news.
On TikTok.
And there's a segment for you, for your sports.
And also government maybe that TikTok one is going to be more regular.
So Olava, for
because now that is very timely information. It depends on if there was a big Manchester, then
in Uganda, you saw what happened with Arsenal supporters. There is a very big fan.
They are very crazy fan
and they are
very active,
and they love
even
themselves.
on social media.
They love themselves on social media.
So what
we can even react to clips. All is a goal. We can get like those things. No damn not reacting.
So this was good at football. And you are good at so many things with entertainment.
I'm
also good at entertainment. okitegeera so those will be zijja kuba segments nti when we cut a sports segment
ne
it is you
kati olaba eya
Segment.
sports tusobola anti kati kyembadde mugamba podcasts might be monthly or whatever naye watuba tumufunyemu advantage is twagala ero sika abantu tusobola ogaa nti maybe sport if there's going to be let's say a huge match okitegeera netugamba nti enkeera njagala nze okole reaction video so I'm going to find you here so ofuna either okugenda online najerega jeba naga ngenda jerega bamanyu leero okitegeera you rage bait them nobanyiza oba you react to the goals oba you
you react to the goals
because kati content yomu bwatyo ate abeera si wa video nti z'eddakiika 2 so omusanga just can do a 3-minute video netukatika even 2 minutes even 1 minute
waliwo nti ojereza bamanyi okunoonya gonde looking for the engagement
Because-
then there is talking reality what happened why is this player playing like this why what was he supposed to do
But
why
it's
did
also-
the coach do this
it's also because nange ngize nti nno abantu bakola ki people love watching people they already kind of found a liking for
okay
so nenkiga nti social media you kind of have to build up that bwe tugera netumufuna nga maybe naga nti netumugamba nti ogenda kukolamu tiktok also on this and that people who are already watching him wanagamba balina no youtube gundi yaabwe nene beesika abantu
yes nagamba nti you can use TikTok then no linking the people then on YouTube nemukola broadcast
and those are the segments short clip
byonna
segments
bisobola okujjamu short clips
Will be for TikTok
netugamba nti nno
and shorts
tukwate bu
Segment.
youtube gundi bwaffe
because
netukuteeka eno
as I told you TikTok eba ne link ekutwala ku YouTube era when somebody watches the segment on TikTok they will check your link and see whether there's a YouTube link
and you can also be making these other normal spots like reviews or whatever ng'omuntu waposting active just to be active
nebweta abantu podcast leeta engagement
gwe ne bwoba tomanyi sports where you didn't follow you don't know what happened I bring with questions that you were going to ask me nga bwe nagambye nti nze kino ekyawano kintama
yeah
Yes.
kati I go nengamba nze nalabye weekend nga bwe yatambudde I say ogenda kukwata ebibuuzo by'ombuuze goal zimeka why did Arsenal perform like this then I come nze nenjiwawo omugambo
kati nga gwobanga munyumiza naye yogera na audience
Yeah.
nobeera nga amanyi kiki
I
ky'obuuza
understand that.
but that's one of those-
but well, there's this guy he's a media personality he's called Sandy you know that guy Sandy I think he's a music he likes he talks about music celebrities but that guy is a very serious guy with camera ye muntu go he has the way his own way of answering it's not tabera kuside nunzi ya muntu so that is the personality I'm talking about ye tabanga ku side nunzi era bamuyetera omuyimbi omunene ye namujerega
and
naga katwe yayimba
naye kati olaba
you see that personality
even olaba kati newe tunaga nti katugambe if there was a match yesterday ng'ogenda recording enga nti kirogiramu enejjaze emboozi ejjatandikira awo onojjangu yambadde Arsenal ejjaze gwe n'otandiki like I think because I've really seen but I've noticed that Ugandans they can see what's real bagala authenticity okusinga omuntu atula nabeera very serious
nobeera serious ng'olina kyobasomesa bebenako
ne bwoba olina ekyamagezi kyogenda obagamba
nze mujaze nawadde manyi tosobola kwambala leero
but it's ojamade GGM so but it's also because nekira kyetukuuma mu mwongo watch time eyamba nnyo olaba YouTube esoma watch time era banyi omuntu waba nti video banaye abantu bagirabyeko 1 minute ne bavaako ogamba video ereka si mungi video eddakiika 4 olaka eddakiika eno nombamu if 2 people even if it's just 2 people like this ne balaba all 40 minutes it says a lot okitegeera ne balaba 30 minutes nga lwagimanya naye balaba 30 minutes okitegeeza they've watched more than a half they've gone to half of the video okitegeera so we have to kind of like have all that and then also about the title kyembadengenda okugamba we need something relatable I've noticed a lot of people like ne bano kati omanyi ono guy akola videos ze he talks about what's his name mechanic Uncle Mo
he branded
studied
himself
studied
onagamba nti if you still sleep if you
abeerawo ng'ali
anti eyo atateyo gamba
ng'agaya
if you are
mawogola ge
bw'oba okyakozesa akasenya bwebiti
Eh,
you work hard
That's
You
right.
work hard.
he branded himself for starters. He came up in COVID
Eh.
because he had a mechanic, but he's been a content creator akola n'aba songs avenue biki naye he has branded himself so perfectly that I remember the first time I watched him, I was like, "Girl, no names of banga mechanic and just like." But then the work was very well produced and scripted. So again, and I've now met him to know that that's actually branding. Nay, Alabanga Ugandans, we are in COVID. People are broke. He's a content creator. He wants to talk about things. Stay at jump, smile to them. Watch it. He's like, I am a struggling mechanic. You want to go Maugulaga. It feels like Wali. Luberanga Lwali. Kati even titles is kati Uncle Mo. It's like a normal
Even Kasuku doesn't have like a name for his podcast. It's
so
just
you can even just get a name noga nti watu chogereko oba chibozi oba what.
And I want you to think about that. That is your homework. That is your assignment. Yes.
You know that those names ekinyanya kiri awo
nga kikwata abantu baffe
nga oli ne waba kyogera tetagamba musimanya ngo ate boba oba 256 Igamba, you've even had people simanya chiwowo, simanya chisati. People have those names on TikTok. And abantu bibangu tomayo gewe chiwowo, tomayo gewe chisati.
So that's what chetugendo close.
We can look up together over chibozi. Over tomayo gewe chibozi now. What is YouTube? So we have to look for something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's one of funayo, I think over time. So funayo ngabu t-shirt wa fungabu tufunye logo one colors of funayo t-shirt wa ngolusi bwe twambala obanga tugamba nti bwogenda kambala ono maybe lera yambala ejjazi oba olusi mwemi mbwambala naye nga you find your way around
it's
that.
Branding that we are branding ourselves.
Yamba n'abantu batwala no serious. I notice people also like when you take yourself serious, people kind of see you in like a bigger lane. Wembeera nga mumwetwala serious nga nemnatuka bagamba balina n'amasaki balekawedde balina ebyebakola.
So basically I think that is all for today. We shall be able to communicate. So I wanted us to venga tunyumyama about the way forward. So I think we shall start from there. Thank you for coming today. You can pitch the names.
your number.
Give him your number so that we shall be sharing ideas.